guys, so today I'm here to talk to you about the word slut and the connotations it has and how it has affected how women in our society view themselves and young girls and just what I think about the word. And first I will start off by reading a dictionary definition of it. Here we go. Slut or slattern is a term applied to an individual who is considered to have loose sexual morals or who is sexually promiscuous. The term is generally pejorative and most often applied to women as an insult, sexual slur, or offensive term of disparagement meaning dirty or slovenly. However, in recent times there have been attempts to reclaim the word while some individuals embrace the title as a source of pride. And that is coming from Wikipedia. So, first of all, I'd just like to talk about how girls and guys can do the same things sexually, but girls are called sluts and guys are kind of put up on a pedestal for sexual actions, and how a girl is dirty by doing the same things and a male isn't. And I don't really think that's fair. First of all, I think that slut in any negative way should be completely diminished from people's vocabularies. I do not think it is okay to call someone a slut. Second of all, why do you get to decide someone is not right or dirty in their actions when they are not forcing you to do it, and it is not your morals, and how you think it's okay to take what you think and apply that to someone else? Maybe that person wants to have sex with a bunch of people or make out with a bunch of people or, do whatever they want. And I don't really see how, if it is not affecting you directly, why you get to judge this person and make them feel bad about themselves in any way. And while we're on this, if only girls are being called sluts for all this, then why aren't guys being called sluts? In my experience, guys are more dirty sexually than females are. Like, it's degrading that the way they talk about women and their sexual experiences. And in my experience with girls, it's not an achievement. They don't use people for personal gain or to gain any kind of a reputation, which I think is a lot cleaner than guys who openly use women and females for a reputation and to build themselves up and put themselves on some kind of a pedestal. And don't get me wrong, I don't think slut is even a bad word as it is. I think that slut is a great word and it's very descriptive, but I do not think that it should be applied to people, and I don't think that people should use it negatively. I think that's it should not be used as a word to put people down and label them and add a stigmatism to them, because I don't think that slut should be a word that represents someone, and I don't think that any of us have the right to take our moral standing on sexuality and what is sexually okay for people to be doing and apply that to someone else and say that because we don't agree with it or because it bothers us in some way that they are wrong for it. So, for a person who finds pleasure in sleeping with multiple people, that you should be able to do that without being labeled. I just really feel that people should stop using slut as something to describe someone, and they should stop putting stigmas on this word because it is not being used accurately, and it is also very unfair because who are you to judge someone else for their actions? Like, yes, you know what? Something may piss you off and something may really upset you and you may not agree with someone's actions, but if it is not directly affecting you, then you don't really get to say anything. It really pisses me off when people wear running shoes with a shoe and not as a shoe for physical exercise. They're like, yeah, I'm putting my sneakers on and like going out, and it's just like, no, stop, that's not shoes, like, can't wear that. But who am I to judge, because it is not affecting me other than the fact that it is pissing me off, and that is my own stuff that I have to deal with. That is not that person's fault that what they are doing irks me in any way. That is my stuff that I have to deal with, and if you are calling someone a slut, that is something that you have to deal with, and that is your issues, not the other person's issues, and they are not in the wrong for taking power of their life and sleeping with whoever the hell they want to sleep with. Or if you are sitting around calling someone a slut, it's none of your business if they are a slut or a whore, or if they are sexually promiscuous in any way, because it is their decision, and if you are not the person that they're sleeping with, and if you're sleeping with someone and you think they're a slut, maybe you shouldn't be sleeping with. Part of my slut rant is also people who are not sluts. People who sleep with whoever they want to sleep with, no matter how many who's they do sleep with. Young girls who are sexually promiscuous. If you're a 12 or 13-year-old girl making out and having sex with people, you're not a slut, but I would get some help for that, if anything. People who wreck relationships. They are not sluts, they are homewreckers, and they also have no morals, but also if you are with someone who is cheating on you, it is not the fault only of the person who they are cheating on with, because that person may not even be aware they're in a relationship, but it is also your partner's fault. And if anything, that's not even like slutty, that's just disrespectful. That person is not a good person. And I think after covering this, what a slut isn't, we can assume what a slut is. And when you take away all of those things, you don't really call anyone a slut. You're not like, oh man, like you sleeping with your boyfriend, wow, you're such a slut. Or, you know, like, oh, you like kissed that one guy once, oh wow, you're such a slut. You know what I mean? So when you take away all of the people that you call sluts and realize that they're not actually sluts, then there isn't a slut thing for people to fit into. Like, I just want to know where in society people got the idea that it is okay to judge someone else based on their opinions. I want to know that. Anyways, shout out to Lee, who I said I would say hi to, and to my mom, who got a wicked sunburn on her bum today, and I'm very sorry. And stop calling people sluts. And also, stop caring about what other people are doing with their bodies, and start worrying about yourself for a change, because that's a little more important.